I was sipping a vermouth to soothe a beastly aching tooth when a friend came by to ask for my advice. She was visibly overwrought about her sporty younger daughter, and she thought a career in tennis might be nice. So I exclaimed without even a strain of thinking twice, "Don't put your daughter on the tour, Mrs. Tennyson. She's young to face the jungle of the courts. I've seen her game here at the club and in the lane behind the pub. Such a pity she doesn't quite fit in that pretty pink kit with those itsy bitsy shorts. No, don't put your daughter on the tour, Mrs. Tennyson. Why must your offspring spring off to the wars? She may have tennis in her name, as you so bizarrely claim, but that doesn't excuse this frankly dubious ruse of yours. Now she's quite the burly girlie, since she did develop early, but she has a gentle nature all the same. But tennis girls are so ambitious, I can see them turning vicious, while she struggles for breath and juggles with death in every gruesome game. If you send her to the fray, darling, she'll simply be blown away, darling. Pray dispel these daydreams in your head. Besides, her legs are far too short to be brought out on the court, and though it's less refined, she might easily find she could work in a mine instead. No, don't put your daughter on the tour, Mrs. Tennyson. Don't send your daughter to the fight. You know, I've heard it said that maybe you overfed her as a baby. You're a dear good friend, but I cannot pretend there's a promising end in sight. So don't put your daughter on the tour, Mrs. Tennyson. You're asking for disaster if you do. I know it's there in large amounts, but she has quite the wrong kind of bounce. She'd be less of a flop in that curious shop in Waterloo. And she'd fall into the hands of a cranky brand of fans who one thought would give support, but here's the catch. They're mostly men of middle age who would fly into an impotent rage if she should quiver or quail or fail to deliver a faultless match. And with regret I must report some sordid features of the sport that may dismay her every time her games occur. Those unkindly kind of tricks that would make you simply sick. It's a frightful risk and far too intense for a sensitive miss like her. So don't put your daughter on the tour, Mrs. Tennyson. I'm inclined to think your mind's in quite a flap. I've really no wish to intrude here, but I fear you've been deluded. Would it be rude to suggest warm food, dear, and a nice secluded nap? She'd never learn those sneaky skills, and what I know will make her terribly ill is that nasty little drop shot of the net. And as for me, it's not good news when every pundit seems to choose to lose his poise as he enjoys those vulgar ploys in every set. Why must they all be so excited, so surprised and so delighted by those sneaky points unwillingly sacrificed? As though they'd seen their snotty tot just drop his first poop in the potty. They might as well have just beheld the second coming of the Christ. So don't put your daughter on the tour, Mrs. Tennyson. I only see calamity ahead. I say this madness has to cease, and you sadly need some inner peace. Just pack her off to join the police until she's wed. Or now your rainbow can't be chased, and while that stately waste has claimed her, why not train her up as a pastry cook instead?